My name is Muhammad Rakaida from In5. On this occasion, I'm going to present and explain to all of you about input and output from Chapter 6 in Technology and Information System. First of all, we should know the learning objectives after the explanation from this chapter. Number 1. The definition of input. What is meant by the input itself? What is the concept? What are the examples? How it works? And so on. Number 2. The description of keyboard entry including types and features of them. We will see and know the picture of each type of keyboard. Number 3. The identification of different pointing devices including objects. Those are often used by young people like us. Number 4. We could describe scanning devices including optical scanners, RFID readers, and recognition devices. Number 5. The recognition of image capturing devices. There will be two types and audio input devices. Number 6. The definition of output like number 1. What is meant by the output itself? What is the concept? What are the examples? How it works? And so on. Therefore, we can know the complete definition of output. Number 7. The identification of different monitor features and types including flat panels and IMUX. Number 8. The definition of printing features, also types including inkjet and cloud printers. Number 9. The recognition of different audio and video devices including portable media devices. Number 10. Define the combination input and output devices including multifunctional devices, telephones, drones, robots, VR headgear, and gloves. And the last, the explanation of ergonomics and ways to minimize physical damage. After we know learning outcomes, we continue to the introduction. I will ask you a question. Have you ever wondered how information processed by the system unit is converted into a form that you can use? That is the role of output devices. What input devices convert that we understand into what the system unit can process. Output devices convert the system unit has processed into a form that we can understand. Output devices translate machine language into letters, numbers, sounds, and image that people can understand. To efficiently and effectively use computers, you need to know about the most commonly used input devices, including touch screens, game controllers, scanners, digital cameras, voice recognition, and audio input devices. Additionally, you need to know about the most commonly used output devices, including monitors, printers, and audio-video output devices. You also need to be aware of combination input and output devices, such as multifunctional devices and telephones. What is input? Input is any data or instructions that are used by a computer. They can come directly from you or from another sources. You provide input whenever you use system or application programs. For example, when using a word processing program, you enter data in the form of numbers and letters, and issue commands such as to save and to print documents. You also can enter data and issue commands by pointing to the items or using your voice. Other sources of input include scan or photograph images. Input devices are hardware used to translate words, numbers, sounds, images, and gestures that people understand into a form that the system unit can process. For example, when using a word process, you typically use a keyboard to enter text and a mouse to issue commands. In addition to keyboards and mice, there are a wide variety of other input devices. These include pointing, scanning, image capturing, and audio input devices. One of the most common ways to input data is by a keyboard. Keyboards convert numbers, letters, and special characters that people understand into electrical signals. These signals are sent to and processed by the system unit. Most keyboards use an arrangement of keys given the name QWERTY, QWERTY. This name reflects the keyboard layout by taking the letters of the first 6 alphabetic characters found on the top row of keys displaying letters. There are 4 basic categories of keyboards: traditional, laptop, virtual, and thumb. Traditional keyboards. These full-size keyboards are widely used on desktop and larger computers. The standard United States traditional keyboard has 101 keys. Some traditional keyboards include a few additional special keys. Laptop keyboards. These keyboards are smaller than traditional keyboards and are widely used on laptop computers. While the precise location and number of keys may differ among manufacturers, laptop keyboards typically have fewer keys, don't include a numeric keypad, and do not have a standard location for the function and navigation keys. Virtual keyboards. These keyboards are used primarily with mobile devices and tablets. Unlike other keyboards, virtual keyboards do not have a physical keyboard. Rather, the keys are typically displayed on the screen, selected by touching their image on the screen. Thumb keyboards. These keyboards are used on smartphones and other small mobile devices, designed primarily for communicating via texting and connecting to the web. These keyboards are very small. Pointing devices. Pointing is one of the most natural of human gestures. Pointing devices provide an intuitive interface with the system unit by accepting physical movements or gestures such as finger pointing or moving across a screen and converting these movements into machine-readable input. There are a wide variety of pointing devices, including the mouse, touchscreen, game controller, and stylus. Mouse. A mouse controls a pointer that is displayed on the monitor. The mouse pointer usually appears in the shape of an arrow. It frequently changes shapes, however, depending on the application. A mouse can have one, two, or more buttons, which are used to select commands, options, and to control the mouse pointer on the monitor. Some mice have a wheel button that can be rotated to scroll through information that is displayed on the monitor. Touchscreen. Game controllers. Game controllers are devices that provide input to computers, while keyboards and traditional mice can be used as game controllers. The four most popular and specialized game controllers are joystick, gaming mice, gamepads, and motion sensing devices. Stylus. A stylus is a pen-like device typically used with tablets and mobile devices. A stylus uses pressure to draw images on a screen. Often, a stylus interacts with the computer through handwriting recognition software. Handwriting recognition software translates handwritten notes into a form that the system unit can process. Although there are several different designs, the optical mouse is the most widely used. It emits and senses light to detect mouse movement. Traditionally, the detected movements are communicated to the system unit through a cord. Alternatively, the cordless or wireless mouse uses radio waves or infrared light waves to communicate with the system unit. These devices eliminate the mouse cord and free up the space. Like a mouse, a touchpad is used to control the mouse pointer and to make selections. Unlike a mouse, however, a touchpad operates by moving or tapping your finger on the surface of a pad. These devices are widely used instead of a mouse with laptops and some types of mobile devices. Touchscreen. A touchscreen allows the user to select actions or commands by touching the screen with a finger or pen-like devices. Multi-touch screens can be touched with more than one finger, which allows for interactions such as rotating graphical objects on the screen with your hand or zooming in and out by pinching and stretching your fingers. Multi-touch screens are commonly used with tablets and smartphones, as well as some laptop computers and desktop monitors. As I mentioned before, the four most popular and specialized game controllers are joystick, gaming mice, gamepads, and motion sensing devices. Joysticks control game action by user varying the pressure, speed, and direction of a control stick. Gaming mice are similar to traditional mice with higher precision, faster responsiveness, programmable buttons, and better ergonomics. Gamepads are designed to be held by two hands and provide a wide array of inputs including motion, turning, stopping, and firing. Motion sensing devices control games by user movements. For example, Microsoft Kinect motion sensing devices accepts user movements and spoken comments to control games on the Xbox 360.
Next input device is scanning devices. Scanners convert scanned data into a form the system unit can process. And for example, optical scanners. Optical scanners is an input device using light beams to scan and digitally convert image, code, text, or object as 2D digital files. Next example is flatbed scanners, where it is an optical scanner which make use of flat surface for scanning documents. Next is document scanner, where it is a device that converts a document or text from paper form into digital data. Next, we have portable scanners and 3D scanners. 3D scanner is a device that identifies, analyze, and collects and draw and display shapes or 3D models of real-world environment or solid objects. These are the picture for the scanner that I stated before. Next is card readers. Card readers is they can read and interpret encoded information that is stored on debit, credit, and identification card. The most simple or popular card reader is the most used card reader is the magnetic card reader. Because and magnetic card reader is a device that can use to read magnetic strip cards such as credit cards, and the information in the card can be read from strip when swiped through the reader. Smart cards can also hold additional security information. After that, we have barcode readers for our next input devices. And barcode reader contain photoelectric cells that scans or read barcode or the zebra strip marks print on product containers. And there are two most used example of barcode readers, which is one readers and UPC and Mexico reader. One readers are an hand-shield optimal reader that used to read barcodes. And for the second example, which is the UPC and Mexico readers, for your information, UPC stands for Universal Product Code, which can be used to track trade items in store. And it is heavily used in grocery stores for automated checkout and inventory control. And the other hand, Mexico is used by shipping companies for routing packages. Next up is RFID readers. For your information, RFID stands for radio frequency identification, and RFID readers can gather information from an RFID tag, which is used to track individuals' object. And usually, this object they have tiny chips embedded in most, and they contain electronically stored information that can be read using an RFID reader and located several yards away. It is greatly used to tracking pads, update and control inventories, and read passports. Next is character and mark recognition readers. Mark recognition readers can recognize special character and marks. The example is character and mark. The example of this input device is character and mark recognition devices. Magnetic ink character recognition (MICR), which is used by banks to read encoded characters on checks, or optimal character recognition (OCR), that can read pre-printed characters such as one scanners. Other than that, we also have optimal mark recognition (OMR), which can sense the presence of absence of mark used for test scoring. Other than scanners, we also have image capturing device as our input devices, where it can create or capture original images such as digital camera that can use to capture image digitally and store in their memory. Other than that, we have webcams that can capture image and send to a computer. Next, we have audio input devices. Audio input devices are mostly used in voice recognition systems, where we can use a microphone, sound card, and special software. Users can operate computers and create documents using voice commands, such as this function is included in many smartphones, such as Siri in iPhones, Cortana in Windows Phone, and Google